There's a lot of drama left yet in this sprint final. Barring falls and accidents, this should be the final ride. The gold and the silver at stake, each man with one victory to their credit. And leading off this time on the inside, the defending world champion, Sergei Kopalyov of the Soviet Union, who, it must be said, appeared to make a mistake in the second ride when he allowed Heslich to come on his inside and win that second heat. The world champion from 1981 in the lead. Behind him, the silver medalist from 1981 and the Olympic champion in 1980, Lutz Heslich of the German Democratic Republic. 3 laps of the track, 1,000 meters, and despite the snail's pace, it is a race. And you can be sure that we're going to see these two trying to psych each other out in this one.
Well, their hearts must be really pounding now. One ride each, and so much at stake, this World Amateur Crown, and of course this the repeat of last year's final.
Was Heslich a bit lucky to win that second ride? He took his chance when it came. It was just a momentary lack of concentration by Kopalyov that left the gap on the inside, and he saw it and was through in a flash. Kopalyov has completed the first lap in which he's obliged to lead as the man who led off from the inside position. Will he now try and force Heslich to go ahead of him? Had a few spots of rain tonight, but nothing that's stuck, and the track certainly doesn't appear to be wet. And certainly the way they're riding high on the bank and fairly slowly, no indication that the riders rather, have any lack of confidence and the ability of the surface to hold these very thin wheels. The crowd at Leicester on the edge of their seats because these two have produced such a marvellous sprint final. Kopalyov so powerfully winning the first, Heslich appearing to steal the second. Can he do it again and take the gold medal? Never taking his eyes off the man in front. That's the bell for the final lap. Picking up the pace. Kopalyov looking over his shoulder. Heslich also picks up pace. Who makes the first move? Both men out of the saddle over the 200 meters. Now Heslich is tucked in behind. He's slipstreaming Kopalyov. He's going to come round the outside. Has he got the strength to get up? Oh, it's a photo finish, but I think Kopalyov is defending the title. 11.48, a slow time. Kopalyov, the first man to come down off the banking, but they haven't picked up the pace greatly here, which will account for that rather slow time over the last 200 metres. It's only just as they cross the 200-metre mark that the pace really begins to pick up. Heslich seemed content to sit behind the Russian, trying to slipstream him and get the easier ride, and then come strongly over his shoulder off the bend. He's in the perfect position there. Had to give a little bit of ground as Kopalyov swerved in front of him, but he hasn't got the strength, and the Russian has surely taken that in the photo finish. That's the moment when Kopalyov of the Soviet Union realizes that he's got the decision in that photo finish and has successfully defended the Amateur Sprint Championship. And going across to shake the hand of Heslich, who once again has to settle for silver.